Welcome to Vaught-Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 3rd-ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Ducks will get us underway with the opening kickoff.
Hey, good luck, cuz.
With it, it's Ray. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the... Did not work out as he stopped at the 13. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. The Rebels moving quickly to the line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. Throws to the wideout. Connection to the right. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Wide receiver comes in motion. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Finds the big tight end. All down at the 38-yard line and a big pickup of 15 yards there.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And the Rebels can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down. Now on 1st down from the 28. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his tight end.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's fourth down. Fourth down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
Cutting it close now with 3rd and goal upcoming. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Looking for more room. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Ducks! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
Well, you can tell this defense is locked in early in this one. On the first drive of the game on 3rd down, they're expecting pass. They had multiple players in the back end defensively with their eyes on the quarterback, able to jump the route, pick it off, take it back for a touchdown, and they've already seized a ton of momentum.
He'll bring it out. It's Ray. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
The Rebels will hustle to the line. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. Off and running. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Yes, that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Moore will throw. Looking left. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. The give on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They're facing a third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to scramble. On the move, he fires. Intercepted. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. On the run, it's Diggs. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. And the Rebels line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Pulls and fired complete. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
Running back searching for a hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Rebels!
Defense has to be better on the back end. They knew this offense was going to come out, and they were going to challenge them. They were going to try to push the ball vertically down the field. They've now given up 2 touchdown passes in this game. They have got to shore up their play in the back half.
And he added the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for blockers. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Moore to the air. Using his legs to buy some time. On the run, deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In these scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Stewart. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. The Ducks can really attack on this second and short. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. The sure hands, it's Hughes. And the spin move was sweet and athletic, but not necessarily that productive.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
The Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon!
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And he tacked on the extra point. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Ray. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Pulls it in, it's Diggs. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. To the ground with the back. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Now on first down from the 30. Looking to throw on first down. Looking down the middle. Got his man to the left. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. The Rebels in the hurry up. Looking downfield on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We've got a good one going here in the third quarter, all tied up as he's set to kick it away. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He's out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and that's where this offense will go to work. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Moore will throw. Fires to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
The Ducks will try to move the sticks on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. At the 45 on his way. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. And the Ducks will snap it on first and 10. Nice move to keep running.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Wide open downfield. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And when you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feely. How about that name? Joey Harrington, of course, Justin Herbert. These guys could thread the needle from the pocket, make all the throws. This guy here reminds me a little bit of them.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
The Ducks in a good spot here with second and short. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25. Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. They'll try to run for it. Oh, he's got some space. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
The Ducks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Moore to the air. Quarterback adapted. And he's chased out of bounds at the 6-yard line, and they'll try to stick it in from there.
Nice job on the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Now the play fake. Looking for space to the left. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got his man. Touchdown, Ducks! And that one will give him the lead. You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
And that's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown. Oh, Methuselah.
And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Ray. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Got it behind the line. It's right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on...
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Moore will throw. Here's a heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get 1st downs.
From the 22 on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Hill.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. And it's picked off at the goal line. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his 2nd pick thrown in this game.
The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting to drive from their own 1. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. On the direct snap, it's Moore. Got the 1st down and more. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Moore to the air. He's got it and still on his feet. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Well, he tried everything he could that time just to not take a negative play. He didn't get sacked. It was a great job avoiding that. He's just able to get what he can get on the scramble play here down close in the red zone.
They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. He'll do it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from a game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Caught in the backfield. It's right. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. And the Rebels headed quickly to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Makes the catch. It's Diggs. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. The Rebels can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. He spins that thing down the middle. And he's got it at the tag. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Really nice touchdown. Now it's decision time. Extra point will get you to OT. Do you try to win it right now with a 2-point play?
They just need the extra point to deadlock this game. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with a 44-yard touchdown pass. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Moore will throw. Dances away to buy time. Rolling right and going deep. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
A nice luxury for this offense to be in right now. They don't have to be in so much of a hurry. They can still run the football, be successful. Great chance right here knocking on the door to take the lead.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Oregon! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
What a great game, tied late in the ball game. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late, take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score's tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
He'll bring it out. It's Ray. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking to throw on 1st down. Steps away to find some room. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
And they tried to sneak the run in there, but immediately you got to call a timeout here. You got to stop the clock. Then you can get organized, go to the sidelines, still have one left after that. You realize you got to get points, but now you get to get your quarterback over here.
And a big play on the left sideline. Excellent awareness to get that foot in bounds. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
They'll go to the ground. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up. And the Rebels want to move quickly. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Fires left. He makes a catch. Makes a grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15. Now from inside the red zone. Throws to the wideout. He caught it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels.
And they desperately needed that touchdown. Now it's miracle time. We got to kick this onside kick and somehow find a way to boot a long field goal and maybe win this thing at the buzzer.
And now they've decided to go for 2. A gutsy call, and the game likely to be decided right here. Gets it out quickly. He is in, and they roll the dice settle for the tie, and they take the lead with a 2-point conversion.
Fuck you.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Moore to the air. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He's taking a deep shot. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. They'll bring him down as he bulks up those numbers, but not the most important one, as they'll come up short in this game.